The 22nd of November 2024. It's around 10:48 a.m. here Eastern Time in Toronto, and we are in Etobicoke in the western part of Toronto, and that is Etobicoke as mentioned. And we're just on the 507 Long Branch Streetcar here, Toronto Transit Commission, TTC. And it's a beautiful day, slightly overcast, but still very peaceful and gorgeous. It isn't a sunny day, but it is a slightly overcast day with a little bit of rain so far. And yeah, as mentioned, it's Friday. So happy Friday, everyone, and enjoy this peaceful streetcar ride here on Lakeshore Boulevard West in Etobicoke. Next stop, Station Road. Oh, I don't know what happened. Looks like a streetcar and a car have collided slightly. That's not too good. So it started out being a drive, but it looks like we have to get off because of that car there. Always take your time driving in the rain until something like that happens. Interesting. On my live, this is happening. So now we're off the streetcar in the rain. Well, the streetcar deals with this little minor thing that's happened. So it looks like a streetcar and a little car here on the left side, which you can't see, have slightly collided while we are live here on the 507 Long Branch.
Oh, come on. It's not running? Is there another?
He's out of service, but he didn't say anything. He could have let us know in a little announcement, but he just... See if we can see the other side. So the streetcar and this little car I did here on Lakeshore. I don't know what's going on. He was supposed to be starting out to a peaceful live, and it's kind of turned into something a little different. So he's communicating with the individual there. Oh, well, thank you very much, Paul. I appreciate the donation. For your support, Paul. That's very kind of you to send that in. Here we are on the lakeshore. Now I'm going to be waiting for another streetcar. Or actually, if the streetcar goes out of commission or service, whatever's happening, I think maybe a bus might come out. So maybe we're waiting. And that's the car that was involved. This little Nissan Pathfinder, I think, straight ahead. It's kind of hard to see because my phone is getting wet in the rain. But you have people with these SUVs who don't take the time to be careful near the large streetcar. You want to stay far away from the streetcar and always be courteous to the driver because they're driving the public. And I don't know whose fault it was, but his car seems okay. Just a tiny little dent. I don't know about the streetcar. And now we're out in the cold. Waiting for another streetcar. So hello everybody who's just joined us. This is what's going on. It started out peaceful and then it turned into this. Exciting. Well, these are the Coca-Cola truck for us. Hello, Miss Coca-Cola truck. Well, the tow truck arrived pretty quick. I don't know if the vehicle needs any help though. Thankfully he's alright. I hope he is. And now we're waiting for another streetcar or a streetcar bus here in Humber Bay Shores. And thank you, Paul McDonald, very much. I hope you have a great weekend as well. It's very kind of you. Interesting enough, I had plans to take the streetcar westbound, and I don't know if another streetcar is coming, because, as you guys know, when this happens, usually the 507s or 508s get deployed, so TTC replacement bus. So I don't think I'm going to be able to wait for one. I mean, if it's coming from Queensway, that would be pretty close, but if it's coming from a different region, probably not. I may take another street or route, if you prefer the red route. So this is what's going on so far. Yeah, a few streets are coming, but how is he going to get through with this streetcar here? He's not in service right now. I don't know. Maybe he'll work. Maybe he'll continue when this streetcar comes. There was certainly no communication about that, so we'll have to wait and see. But if you're just joining us here live, we are on YouTube on the vertical live mode here. And please feel free to like the video and subscribe if you're new for more interesting and exciting Toronto Transit Commission content and a lot of short bus rides. And of course, I teach it some trucks as well. maybe I'll try to get on this streetcar. We get back on the streetcar where we started from. Exciting. Not what we had planned, but what can we do? Right? Have to head in a different direction.
Next stop, 2155 Lakeshore Boulevard. Next stop, 2111 Lakeshore Boulevard.
And there's a vintage Dodge. Just went by. Looks like it's maybe from 1975. A nice vintage Dodge. Something if I watched Barney Miller on TV. Say we currently have been rerouted according to my choice because of the little minor accident up ahead at close to Legion Road and Lakeshore Boulevard West in Humber Bay approaching Mimico. And now we're back towards the Humber Loop, or Jingle Humber Loop rather. And probably just gonna continue eastbound even though I had wanted to go west. But I know that if there's going to be the 501 replacement buses, we'll have to wait for those. And I don't know if they're coming in from what department, like, sorry,
Next
what
stop,
division?
Humber Loop.
And the driver has requested that we use the front door.
Responding 201 to that, we have a streetcar auto at Park Lawn. All cars will be stationary. Respond.
Yep. All cars stationary. And there's a frisky squirrel. Probably looking for me. One of my yummy peanuts that I have in my bag. But I'm not going to give it to you because you're too close to the streetcar right now. And you're already underneath that bush there, so I can't reach you. It's just quite adventurous to be out in the rain looking for things. I would give her a snack. It's just that I'm hitting on the other streetcar here, so. Oh, I miss the buses. You know, it's been a year and a couple days since the return of the 507 Long Branch streetcars. And this is a common thing happening with the, minor accidents and altercations with drivers and the actual vehicles, the streetcars. People just not taking their time, turning or watching out for the streetcar or giving a space or, letting the streetcar in or being patient with the U-turn. If you're a driver, always, obey the rules on the road so we don't have to go through things like this, because now we have to now wait for buses and take a different route because there are no streetcars going westbound and I'm going eastbound, and it's not the direction that I wanted to go. And now all the streetcars will be backed up here because there's none of them that will be going west because of that little minor accident. So that's the annoying thing with streetcars. With buses, if one runs out, another one comes right away. With streetcars, they just take up the entire space. I know a lot of you are waiting for your line 5 opening, and you have your opinions about it, and I have mine. Maybe things will be better when line 5 is opened. Hopefully. Let's be positive, right?
Next stop, South Kingsway.
So we have a comment here that says, I'm going to need a little more information. Okay. Good morning. There's your information. We are on the street here. A couple of us here doing a live here in Toronto. Enjoying this beautiful overcast day. Waiting for a bus.
Next stop, Whitley Avenue.
We're now on our third vehicle, two of them being streetcars and one of them is a bus. As you can see, we are on one of those 7200 buses. It's a new Flyer XCE40 Excelsior. Kind of a quiet, squeaky bus, but very powerful. This is certainly not a 2.4 liter engine, or even a 2.8 really. I mean, it's got to be at least a 3.6, I guess. 3.6 liter engine. And with the hybrid capacity, probably close to 10.1.
Next stop, Forestburg Avenue. Next stop, Whitley Avenue. Next stop, 60 South 4th Street. Next stop, Windermere. Next stop, 89 Windermere Avenue. Next stop, Coal Hill Drive. Next stop, St. Olave's Road. Next stop, Morningside Avenue. Next stop, Lavinia Avenue. Next stop, Runnymede Road. Next stop, DeForest Road. Next stop, 4th Street West, Runnymede Subway Station.
And our bus is just next to the Runnymede subway station here at Bloor and Runnymede Road. I'm just approaching the Blue Danforth line, line 2, here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And this bus is now turning into a 71 Runnymede from the current 77 Swansea. I guess that's called the Interline. I've heard this terminology used before. Thank you. There's just some very pretty green tiles. I always notice those when I come here. Runnymede Station is like a breath of fresh air compared to some stations. There's our NG diesel there, or sorry, NG hybrid, 1413. And we're now on our fourth vehicle. 2 streetcars and two buses. So we have now the XDE 40 Excelsior bus, and this is the 7253. You can see that out there somewhere. Yep, 7253. And I believe this is the 79A Scarlet. Hi, good morning. And again, happy Friday, everyone. We are just currently on the 79A Scarlet Road bus here in Toronto, Canada, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And this is the 7253 here. And we're on this really big bus with kind of a loud vibrational sound. As he accelerates and decelerates, there's a difference in sound and noise and vibration. But we are approaching the end of November, and a lot of the leaves have fallen off of our trees and are on the ground now, and some people are raking the leaves, but I've heard that you shouldn't, and people still
Next
rake them,
stop, Glenwood Avenue.
unfortunately. But I heard that keeping the leaves really does help the ecosystems, as well as the ground not to freeze, as well as, you know, little critters like squirrels, opossums, maybe even coyotes and raccoons. Some of them, you know, live off these leaves and shrubs, and they use them to build their little nests for their little ones. So I'm not a big fan of raking the leaves. I like the leaves to be left on the ground, but a lot of people still rake the leaves like they do with snow. Obviously, we have to, you know, move the snow
Next
to get
stop,
by.
Webb
but
Avenue.
leaves never get in the way. So when I see the leaves left, I like it. And then when they see them blown away, I don't like them to be blown away. Because I like the leaves a lot, right? I mean, we get to weep these leaves all year round in summer, and then we watch them fall so blissfully
Next stop, Annette
in,
Street.
you know, September and October. There's a very beautiful ginkgo biloba tree there, I just noticed. Bright yellow. Quite gorgeous, actually.
Next stop, Mar Avenue.
We have a recycling truck up ahead with a worker gathering the recycling items here on Runnymede, which is kind of slowing the bus down a little. I'm sure you guys can see if I zoom in. I guess there really isn't a non-busy time for them to do this because they have buses going by here all the time. Although the bus may be able to pass, I'm not sure. Hopefully it can pass. And there's a Bell building, very exciting.
Next stop, St. John's Road.
How is the weather in Maine? Dave and everybody else watching, how is the weather where you are? As you guys can see, the weather here in Toronto is a little overcast with light rain. Temperature is probably around a high of between 5 and 8 degrees Celsius, approximately. But if you want to share a little more about the weather where you are, it would be nice. It's a very similar weather, actually. That's how we have our weather here.
Next stop, Southside Stop, Dundas Street West. Next stop, Northside Stop, Dundas Street West. Next stop, St. Clair Avenue West. Next stop, Henrietta Street. Next stop, Castleton Avenue. Next stop, Mold Avenue. Next stop, Batavia Avenue.
Oh, there's Santa.
Next stop, Jane Street.
Oh, there's Santa.
Next stop, Foxwell Street. Next stop, Dern Street. Next stop, Bruton Road. Next stop, Scarlet Road. Next stop, Ellens Avenue.
golfing area here.
Next stop, Edinburgh Court.
Scarlet Road is so beautiful for scenic views, and it's a really beautiful part of York or Toronto. Not too much development going on here.
Next stop, East Drive.
And it looks just even more gorgeous with the overcast day. The yellow trees, the bits of green, the different variations of green is really gorgeous. The bit of mist as well. If it was sunny, it just wouldn't look this good. And nor would the bus. It actually looks way more gorgeous being overcast than it does on a sunny day. And these apartments here are actually condominiums, and they were built in 1975. Very well maintained. Really quite gorgeous to see from the bus. Lincoln Square, 240, 250, 260, 270 Scarlet Road. Immaculate condition units.
Next stop, Edenbridge Drive.
Overlooking the Humber River as well. And of course the trail here. Really, really lovely part of Etobicoke visiting here. Scarlet Mills Park tennis court we just passed. And I met Rob Ford outside of a Esso gas station here one time. He was having a coffee. I actually think he used to live in the area before he went to heaven. Actually, I think he lived here with his family for many years. And he's enjoying a Timmy's coffee. Actually going to go get one.
Next
Tim
stop,
Hortons coffee
Eglinton Avenue
is
West.
definitely something I'm going to be doing soon. But I was rerouted since what happened this morning on the streetcar. So we're going to be heading to a different Tim Hortons in a different area. And that's okay. That's sometimes just the way things happen with transit. Sometimes things are a little unpredictable, but all is well and everything is good.
Next stop, Richview Road. Next stop, Morrows Avenue. Next stop, Chapman Road. Next stop, Saxony Crescent. Next stop, Scarlet Wood Court. Next stop, Tilden Crescent. Next stop, Hill Garden Road. Next stop, Lawrence Avenue West. Next stop, Hickory Tree Road. Next stop, Weston Road. Route 79A Scarlet Road. North Concord, 79A Scarlet Road. North Concord,
15 or 16. I can't tell. I think it's 16 or maybe it's 76. It was 15 and now it's 76. Budget haircut. We're in kind of a sketchy part of Toronto, but gotta get your Timmies, right? It's not really a great area to walk through. As you can see, it's a little different than where I usually walk. So I'm just gonna get a coffee and probably go to a different area. Oh, they have the hot chocolate muffin. I think I might get one. That'll go nicely with my coffee. Hi, good morning. Can I have a hot chocolate muffin, please? And a medium regular coffee with the sleeve? That's all, thanks.
I'm not sure as yet because you guys are so skeptic.
Can I have napkins, please? Thanks.
How are you?
And there's nowhere to sit here. This is different. Very different. I don't know where I'm gonna go eating this. Maybe somewhere else. Gonna have to put my stuff with me and walk somewhere else to eat this. But I got my coffee, so that's good.
Oh, go ahead. That was working, but it's not. Go ahead.
Thanks.
No niggas there.
I kind of wanted to sit down and have my coffee there and let you guys know how this muffin was, but as you can see, there's no seats. So maybe we'll have to try that another time. But thank you for watching our live here. And to Paul McDonald, thank you for donating the $20 to support Patrece Sunflower channel. I really like it when people send in donations. It's really, really kind, especially those who watch my videos. It means a lot to me. And you can also send the donation through PayPal as well if you don't want to send it through Super Thanks. You can send it directly through PayPal also, because I think that the Super Thanks takes out lots of fees, and I just found that out recently, which I did not know that. I think they take out at least 30 to 40%. So the creator doesn't get to keep the entire amount that you send, which I did not know until literally the other day. So thanks once again, guys, and join us for another live another time. And here we are in Weston, Ontario, which is part of Toronto and York in Canada. Have a great day and talk to y'all soon. Bye.